Well, it's November 2025 and we've chosen Lower Micklin Touring Park for our final trip of the year. Well, it's just outside Alton in Staffordshire, and Alton, of course, is famous for Alton Towers Theme Park. Well, we're staying for 5 nights on a fully serviced hard-standing pitch at a cost of £34 per night. We'll see you on the approach road in. Well, we've got 0.4 of a mile to go. We've basically followed Alton Towers signage quite a lot of the way here. It's a decent approach road, B road, plenty of width. With
300 yards, you will have reached your destination.
So it's along here somewhere on the left. Further.
You have reached your destination.
I can see the entrance. Yeah, I think this is it, is it? Yeah. Oh, this is a nice wide approach road on site. Sign here, what does it say? New arrivals, please park in lay-by and phone the number shown. This is the lay-by. Right, better get the phone out. This is where we are in the country, Alton. There's a big firework display at Alton Towers tonight. Look at that. I bet it's really spectacular if you're there within the crowds watching it close up. Ooh, and another one. Oh, we're lucky we caught all this. They're like shooting stars. Oh, look at that.
This is a lovely quiet sight. After last night's firework display at the theme park, all we could hear were the owls hooting. It were lovely. We've bagged ourselves another grand end pitch, and when it stops raining we'll show you around site and we'll show you our pitch. I've also seen 5 white chickens pottering about, so that's made me happy. Does anybody have a birthday coming up in the next few days? A super fan maybe?
We believe you do, Gaz Jones. Well, your brother Neil tells us your 42nd birthday is fast approaching. So this greeting comes from Neil, Isabella and Grace. Gail and I would also like to wish you a very happy birthday, and we hope all your presents are genuine Thetford ones. Cheers, Gaz.
Cheers, Gaz.
I'd like to include 2 special milestone birthdays, a couple of work colleagues, Richard, who's just turned 50, and Gary, who's just turned 60. Happy birthday to you both. Let's sample a bit of this gluten-free birthday cake. And as you've gathered, we've not chosen the best week weather-wise. It's only spitting, so I'll quickly show you our pitch. Well, we're on pitch 10. This is the view to the left of us. This is the view in front of us, and they have pitches 11 and 12. And this is the view to the right of us, and there you can see the facility block. And this is behind us. And there you can see the chickens, and we've put a bit of seed down for them, but they haven't seen it yet. We're getting very good TV reception. I've raised the aerial to its maximum height. Mobile signal, we're with EE, and we're getting 3 to 4 bars outside the caravan and around 2 bars inside. This is the mobile speed test inside the caravan. It's fluctuating between 1 and 2 bars on 5G. I've switched on the Vision Plus router and it's showing full 5G signal. This is the speed test running through the Vision Plus router. I've got water and grey waste hooked up, tap and grey waste point. I've used my 10 metre electric hookup cable and it's 16 amp. Come on, some seed so you can lay some eggs. Well, now it's stopped raining, we'll have a look round site. Well, the barrier is key coded for entry and exit. At the side of the barrier is the children's play area, and look at the low-lying mist in the distance on those hills. At the side of the play area, there's a circular walk all the way around the perimeter of the field. It goes all the way down to the bottom of the field and all the way back up to the entrance drive. Or you could start here and go all the way round and back up to the rear of the facility block.
Hello? Are you coming to say hello? Are you coming to say hello? Oh, look at you, aren't you beautiful? Who's your friend?
Just inside entrance is your bin for waste and recycling, and there's also a bin for barbecue ashes, and here you have recycling for glass. And on the side of the facility block is an electric vehicle charging point. This is your facility block, pot washing area and chemical toilet disposal point.
There's 2 toilets and 2 showers. And it's clean and fresh in here. And there's also disabled facilities here.
If you need bread and milk or top your caravan bar up, there's a convenience store in Alton itself. Bus stops are right outside site entrance. And as you can see, there's also holiday cottages to rent here. There are plenty of eating places and dietary requirements are catered for. So in front of the facility block, down the left-hand side here, are pitches 1 to 10, and we're on 10 down there, and they are fully serviced hard-standing, and they call them super service. And to the right here are pitches 18 to 21 super tent pitches up against that hedge, and they are 16 amp electric. Opposite pitch 3 is the motorhome service point. And to the right are standard hard-standing pitches 11 to 17, and this one here is 17, and they're all 16 amp. Opposite pitch 7 is the roadway into the tenting area, but to my side here is pitch 15, and to this side is pitch 16. Here are tent pitches 22 to 30, and they're all 5 amp. And back to our pitch, and it really is a lovely small touring park. Pitches vary in length, and this is our neighbouring pitch, number 9, and if you're in a caravan you have to park your car in front of your caravan. And a final sweep at this bottom end of the site. This is pitch information on Lower Micklin's website. You've got your pitch numbers, pitch type, sizes, and what's allowed on the pitch. This is the site map, entrance driveway in, barrier, facility block, super pitches 1 to 10, standard pitches 11 to 17, super grass pitches for tents 18 to 21, and standard grass tent pitches 22 to 30. There's also a football pitch, these are cottages for rent, and the play area. I'm going to bins and I've got my head torch and a backup torch in case the batteries go on this, because this site is absolutely pitch black.
We're going to walk into Alton Village this morning, take a look around and see if we can find the old lock-up. Also, on the edge of the village is the former North Staffordshire dismantled railway line that was once part of the Churnet Valley Railway. It's an easy walk or cycle ride through wooded Churnet Valley, and it follows the path of the River Churnet. We've decided to walk road into Alton. It's about a 10-minute walk, but the fields just look too muddy to risk it. Alton Towers, there's no feeling quite like it.
We'll see if we can see the castle, and look here, home cooked food at the White Hart.
It's a really lovely old village with some quirky properties.
Below the White Hart is the Bull's Head, and here's the menu, and they cater for gluten-free. Well, this is Alton Castle, and it's a privately owned Catholic youth hostel retreat. This is the other part of Alton Castle, and it's in a Gothic style, and it stands at the side of the 12th century ruins of the original castle. Unfortunately, it's all private and we can't go in.
Nice to see it though, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
This is Alton Roundhouse lockup, and it would have been used as a temporary lockup for petty criminals and drunks. It was built in 1819 and it's Grade 2 listed, and we think it gets trimmed up for Christmas. Well, there's the River Churnet, so the dismantled railway should be just around that corner. Oh, and by the way, on this trip I'm using OS Explorer 259. We've just dropped down from Alton Castle up there, and we're now on the former Churnet Valley dismantled railway line. And this is the former Alton station. And it opened in 1849 and closed in 1964. So it operated for 115 years. Well, it's a holiday let now, so it's your chance to stay in a Grade 2 listed former railway station.
Well, it's that time of day again, flask and biscuit time. Well, I'm happy to be out and about in these lovely November temperatures, walking in an area we've never explored before. We're on an old railway line, in a wood, drinking tea, eating biscuits. What more could we ask for? It's brilliant. It's great for walking your dog here as well.
Parts of this railway ran along the line of a former canal, and we're now at Lord's Bridge.
Spot the stalactites.
Trees growing out at rock face here, look. You can imagine it would have been a scenic journey. We're walking on this carpet of leaves. Anyway, we're nearly at the end. Train arriving at Oakham Station at 1500 hours. Interesting information here on the North Staffordshire Railway if you want to pause and zoom in. This is the former Crossing Keeper's Cottage and the entrance to Oakham Tunnel. There's a river here split by a wall, and there's a tree growing out of the top. Well, this is the famous Ramblers Retreat. Everybody we've chatted to today has highly recommended it. Delicious coffee, homemade food, and they trim up for such as Halloween and Christmas. There's a car park here at Ramblers Retreat, and it gives you access to Dimmingsdale Wood. A lady we chatted to today told us about Tootill Wood and a viewpoint. Well, we're not going to do it because we're losing daylight, but there's loads of walks to do round here. You can just make out one of the turrets from one of the buildings in Alton Towers. Well, we've done a good circular walk today, and there's Alton Castle. We're nearly back into the village.
Well, that's the end of today. We've had a really good day. Just a disappointment we never got to see the chained oak tree. A man we were talking to whilst we were drinking our tea and having biscuits told us all about the curse of the oak tree. So it's an historical landmark. And the story goes that a witch cursed the family and said every time a branch falls off the oak tree, a member of their family will die. And it actually did happen. So the family set about chaining all the branches to the tree to prevent it. It's not all still there, but some of it is still there, and we'd have liked to have seen it.
If I got my bearings right, we could have turned right at Lord's Bridge, and that would have taken us up to the chained oak tree, which is about here.
Oh, and by the way, carol services are held here at Christmas.
This was our walk to Churnet Valley. Well, the caravan park is here. It's not shown because this is an old map. We were going to take this right of way at the entrance barrier, but we thought the fields would be too muddy. So we went down the drive to the main road, turned left and went along the main road. But bearing in mind it's a busy road and we kept hopping onto the verge. And then at this point here, we followed the Alton Towers sign down here. And here is the Alton Roundhouse lock-up tower, which you can't miss on this junction. And then we carried on down the road here, across the river bridge, and at this point here we turned left down some steps, and that brought us to the former Alton railway station and dismantled railway line. And then we kept going left along here under Lord's Bridge, along the old line, to the end here. And here is the former railway keeper's cottage and Oakermore tunnel entrance. Now here is a car park, but it's not shown here. And we returned via this lane here. Here's the Ramblers Retreat and car park. We carried on along the lane, up here, back into the village, and then back to the caravan. The section of line we walked was about 2 miles. We would have liked to have returned to the station and walked in the opposite direction, which would have taken us past Crumpwood Weir and then into Denstone village. The line is known as the Oakermore to Denstone Greenway and is around 5 miles long. Everyone we spoke to yesterday mentioned Denstone Hall Farm Shop and Cafe, and we're told it's well worth a visit, and it's here.
We're having pasta for tea tonight. I'm going to finely slice these mini cabanosses from Lidl and stir it through the cooked pasta with this smoked bacon and tomato dolmio stirring, and just top it all off with a little grated mature cheddar. A very quick and simple tea when you've been out walking all day.
Buon appetito!
As well as alpacas and hens, there's also guinea pigs here at Lower Micklin.
The guinea pigs are opposite the alpacas. You can just make out one there in the hutch.
There's 2 rights-of-way footpaths leading directly from site.
Just beyond the pot washing area is the right-of-way in this corner. And next to the barrier is the other part of the right-of-way. Good for walking your dog.
And it's good to know this site is open all year round. And the owners are lovely. They're very friendly and very helpful. Well, the weather forecast today is prolonged heavy showers, so we're not venturing out. Robert's going to film his map clips and his Vision Plus bits, and I'm going to go on my iPad and see what's on offer online. And yes, I can see your eyes rolling. If you like visiting towns, the lovely town of Ashbourne is 8 miles away, with its cobbled streets, listed buildings and marketplace. And 7 miles in the opposite direction is Uttoxeter, also a market town. There's quite an impressive English heritage ruin not far from here, and it's free entry. You can walk to it from site, just over 2 miles, and the footpath is at the side of the facility block, takes you through a cornfield and beyond. However, we're going to drive there today because we've had quite a bit of rain this week and the ground is boggy. And it's about a 3-mile drive, and Croxton Abbey is in Croxton Village.
Here it is in the sunshine. It's a 12th century Cistercian abbey once home to around 70 monks. This is what's left of the Abbey Church, and there's some stone medieval coffins here. And there's 4 of them. There's lots to look at. Oh, this is the Abbot's lodging, leader of the monks. Behind me was the cloister. During the 14th century, the site was hit by crop failure, cattle disease and plague. And then Henry VIII came along and ordered the removal of the roof, and the monks had to move out. We would have driven to Norbury and visited the old manor, a National Trust property, but it's closed at this time of year. We're not going today, but 11 miles from the caravan park in Sudbury is National Trust Children's Country House, and it's open all year on selective days. This was our drive to Croxton Abbey. We turned left outside the site entrance, through Alton Village to this point here, turn left down this country lane, left here, and here's the Abbey. Had we walked, we would have taken this footpath here at the side of the facility block to here, down here, along here, back up to the road here, down the road to this corner, and then we would have taken this bridle way along here, and then taken this left turn into Croxton.
Well, this marks the end of our 2025 holiday season, and we're happy to report we've enjoyed each and every one of them. We'd just like to thank everyone for their support, and we hope to see you all in 2026. Have a happy festive season. Bye for now. Goodbye, Lower Micklin. We've loved it here.